Everyone laughed at him, until the day the water came. This story is about patience, consistency, resilience, and the quiet kind of faith that keeps a person going long after the world stops believing. He didn't look like someone who would do something extraordinary. No special tools, no team, no spotlight. Just a man, a shovel, and a dream so simple it sounded almost foolish. He wanted to dig a lake. The first day, the ground barely changed. The first week, it looked like nothing. By the first year, people were sure he had lost his mind. Neighbors would pass by, shaking their heads. Some chuckled under their breath. Others didn't even bother hiding it. "Still digging?" they'd ask. He would nod, smile faintly, and keep going. Because to him, it wasn't just a hole in the ground. It was something more. Something he could already see, even when no one else could. Days turned into months, months into years. Under the burning sun, he dug. Through cold mornings that stiffened his hands, he dug. On days when his body ached and his progress felt invisible, he still dug. There were moments, quiet, heavy moments, when even he wondered if it would ever be enough. When the silence felt louder than the laughter ever did. When the dream seemed too far away to touch. But each time doubt crept in, he did the only thing he knew how to do. He picked up the shovel again. Little by little, something began to change. The shallow pit became deeper. The edges widened. Rain would come, and for a brief moment, water would collect at the bottom, just enough to reflect the sky before disappearing again. To others, it was nothing. To him, it was everything. It was proof. Proof that he wasn't wasting his time. Proof that the earth was slowly, quietly saying yes. Years passed, and the world moved on. People stopped watching. The laughter faded, replaced by indifference. But he never stopped, because some dreams don't need an audience, just endurance. And then, one day, after 22 years of showing up when no one was watching, the water stayed. It didn't vanish with the sun. It didn't sink back into the ground. It stayed. The empty basin he had carved with his own hands became a lake, still, beautiful, and real. The same people who once laughed began to return. This time, they stood at the edge in silence, some in disbelief, some in quiet admiration. "Why didn't you give up?" one of them finally asked. He looked out over the water, calm and steady. "Because," he said softly, "it was already real to me, long before anyone else could see it." And maybe that's the part most people miss. Great things aren't built in a single moment. They're built in the unseen days, the quiet effort, the times you keep going, even when it feels like nothing is changing. Because one day, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, the water stays.